yun, tatawagin ko na siya. Dyan muna kayo, ha? Wait.
Hi, hello guys! Wala nang intro-intro. Nag-intro na si Marices kanina. So, for today's video, we will discuss about globalization of technology. Halos lahat naman tayo is familiar sa word na technology. So, before we continue, and bago natin pag-usapan yung kung anik-anik tungkol sa globalization of technology, babasahin ko muna kung ano ba yung objectives of this lesson. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to define technology, discuss theories of technology diffusion, third, describe the digital phenomena, and the last one is determine the advantages and disadvantages of technological globalization. And the word globalization is the word used to describe the growing interdependence of the world's economies, cultures, and population brought about the cross-border trade in goods and services, technology, and flows of investment, people, and information. And ano nga ba yung tinatawag na technology? Based on definition of terms, is a technique, a process, or a material in good emerging from the use of science in addressing human problems. Yes, nakakasolve ito ng mga human problems. Ano nga ba yung mga human problems natin ngayon? Hindi naman siya human problems. Kumbaga, solusyon lang siya para mapabilis ang trabaho ng bawat mamamayan or ng bawat tao dito sa mundo. And ang technology, napakalaking tulong nito sa bawat tao dito sa mundo. Ngayon na lang sa pag-aaral, sa mga nag-work from home, sa mga business, sa mga sasakyan din natin, di ba? Pa-upgrade yung mga yan. At sa nagagamit din ng technology sa pagtatanim, di ba? Napaka-high-tech na ngayon. Mabilisan na lang lahat ng trabaho. Kumbaga, sa cellphone is isang click na lang. And last is, we can use technology sa ating communication. Diba, dati, sulat-sulat, padala-padala. Pero ngayon, meron na tayong cellphone na ginagamit. Kahit malayo yung tao, kahit gano'n pa yun kalayo, makakausap natin sila through chats, video calls, emails, gano'n. And ano nga ba ang technology diffusion? Based sa ating definition of terms dito sa book, it is flow of technologies across borders. And next is Industrial Revolution, wherein humanity has found a way to maximize the available resources that they can tap toward the advancement of their aspirations individually, then collectively. And they summarized the Industrial Revolution and divided the era into four. So ngayon, pag-uusapan natin kung ano nga ba yung four na Industrial Revolution. And in the book, it says here that the first IR and people use coal as their primary source of energy and created the steam engine. And then, those in the second IR discovered oil and electricity and designed the internal combustion engine. Computers and robots are the main achievements of the third IR, where nuclear energy and natural gas were found as potential source of energy. And now, we will discuss the fourth industrial revolution. Klaus Schwab has used the term fourth industrial revolution to refer the era when people navigate between their online and offline selves. It says that technology is emerging more and more with human lives. And for example, 75 years before they adopt and using telephone with 100 M users. But Instagram, in just 2 years, the user of this is 100 million users. This era of industrialization, we can expect this following. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First is emergence of creator entrepreneurs. Second, artificial intelligence or AI. Third, fusion. Fourth, robotics or more daring inventions that are geared toward making our lives more efficient. And the last is internet, remote and real-time interconnectedness. All these are presumed to make our lives easier and more convenient. But then again, we can also face challenges. What are these challenges? Changes in the job market, in terms of competencies required from people, and in terms of preference for machines than people in tasks that are performable by robots. Second is changes in the nature of threats and vulnerability as we become more reliant to digital technologies. Third is changes in the way we do things, and the last is unanticipated impacts to basic services and sectors or education, health, and environment. Technological diffusion and globalization. It is essential to look at technology diffusion because the inflow and outflow of technology is simultaneous economic, political, and cultural growth. Technologies are goods that sold in the market. International Organization of Motor Vehicle Manufacturers, or OICA 2018, think about the raw materials from other territories which are produce particular technologies. They connect because of technology. And some technologies in the market also have political undertones. Between 2014 to 2018, for example, USA, Russia, France, Germany, and China were found to be the top 5 arms exporters in the world, while Saudi Arabia was among the top most importers based on a report by Stockholm International Peace Research Institute. Many may be oblivious to the link between technology and the economy and politics. And however, we easily recognize the cultural value of technology, especially in the context of those technologies we use in our daily lives. Digital technologies such as smartphones, laptop, and other computer devices, and very well within our search. And people have different responses when they are exposed to these new technologies. The first are the innovators. They are trying to creating new things or try new technology even they are still crudely developed. They are the first generation who use technologies. And second are early adopters. It refers to an individual or business users a new product, innovation or technology before others. And the last is laggards. They are the one who are skeptical and they would rather use tried and tested methods and tools. And the diffusion of innovation explains how, why, what rate the new ideas and technology spread. And a person who have grown up with the internet and other modern information technologies have been referred to as digital natives. Sila yung tinatawag natin na digital natives. And the people who are not born into digital world but are coping and adapting new technologies are digital immigrants. Technological trends in the age of globalization. The following are only a few of the technology developments that can be observed in the age of globalization. While some of these trends scrutinized in academic or social works, many more are potential subject or inquiry. The emergence of the Internet of Things, or we call IoT, makes human-computer interaction speedier and more reliable, making it possible to manage very important services such as transportation, healthcare, and security. We see nowadays, di ba, kahit online lang, nakakapagtrabaho tayo. Kahit online lang, nakakapag-aral tayo. Example, a doctor from another country can provide professional advice or, in some cases, can even conduct medical procedures to a service user in another place. Or we call telemedicine. Kahit nasa malayo sila, basta meron ka magagamit na gadget or laptop or even cellphone lang, makakapag-pa-consult ka sa kanila. Or even interviews, meetings, and educational activities can be done via Skype, Zoom, and other teleconferencing technologies. And because of technologies, we are already capable of doing synchronous and asynchronous. Ano nga ba yung synchronous and asynchronous? Yung synchronous, yung real-time communication even amidst distance. At the same time, when the one we need to talk to is not available, it is possible for us to engage into asynchronous communication, such as when we leave message through emails and messengers that our friends and families can respond to later on. And ginagawa rin natin to sa online class, asynchronous and synchronous. About for our transportation. Nakita naman po natin na level up yung mga sasakyan natin, yung mga ginagamit natin na sa panghimpapawid, sa pangland, di ba? Halos nag-upgrade na yung mga yan. And transportation technologies have become more prevalent, with more people being able to avail of their own private vehicles. Some countries were also able to establish reliable and efficient public transportation system. Next is aviation technology. And aviation technology has become more dependable in recent years that allow people to travel with a cheaper rate even in a long distance. In aviation technology have four major development. First is a digital twin. In this development, digital and virtual replica of the physical aircraft engine, which enables efficient monitoring of the aircraft. And the second is the AI. They are used artificial intelligence for predictive maintenance. They can predict issues that may arise in the aircraft. The third is using of mobile computing in aviation. And the last one is they are using drones in aircraft maintenance procedures. Commerce. New business models have also emerged in recent years. Entrepreneurs bring in their business into electronic worlds, thus the birth of e-commerce. Ano nga ba yung mga gumagamit ng mga technology ngayon, 'di ba? Yung Lazada, Shopee, ano pa ba yung iba? Yung Amazon, yan, yung mga sikat, yung tatlong yan, sikat na yan. Yan yung gumagamit ng mga technology sa kanilang businesses ngayon. And marami pang iba. Even yung mga small business ngayon, 'di ba? Ginagamit nila yung kanyang Facebook, Instagram para mabenta kahit papaano yung mga products nila. Halimbawa mo yung mga nag-online selling, yung mga gumagawa ng mga painting, yung mga accessories nila. And meron din ngayon yung mga sumisikat na mga bank transfer. Meron ngayon yung GCash, Paymaya. Pwede ka na makapagbayad ng bills mo. And pwede ka na makapagbayad ng utang. Kasi diba yung mga bank transfer ngayon, ginagamit na lang nila cellphone or computer. Wala nang physical appear. Wala nang pagkipag face-to-face na mga chikahan ngayon. Pwede na silang gumamit ng technology ng mga devices. Even travels, diba? Meron na silang online, yung nagpapasettle sila ng mga papers nila, ng mga passport nila, gamit ang technology. Pag bibili sila ng ticket, sa pag-travel nila, o kaya pag may gusto silang puntahan, magbubook muna sila through emails, chat. And sa space science naman, di ba, National Aeronautics and Space Administration or NASA, 2018, the US agency responsible for space explorations. Nirevealed nila na in succeeding years, there will be attempts and efforts to know the possibility of life in Mars, B, get closer to the sun, tapos yung explore Jupiter's moon, and send humans deeper into space, and the last is test and develop more advanced space navigation instruments. And hindi lang US yon, even the Philippines is aligning with the technological trajectory towards space exploration with the launching of Diwata 1 in 2016 and Diwata 2 in 2018. Two microsatellites with the aim of supporting Earth observations mission that will be useful in climate studies and disaster risk management, or the PHL Microsat NB. According to PHL Microsat, this program is a foundation to Philippines' vision to create its own space and agency. The AI, robots, and the nanotechnology. The contemporary world has also witnessed how technology nowadays can afford to simulate some human capacities through the use of computer and machines, or we call artificial intelligence. What used to be found only in the figment of our imaginations as reflected in movies are now becoming more real and possible, as we are able to manipulate particles at atomic molecular levels, or we call nanotechnology. We are also able to create very minute particles that may influence and alter substances found in living cells. And isipin natin na lahat ng gagawin natin is iuutos na lang natin sa robot natin. Sa tingin ba natin is magiging productive pa ba tayo sa araw-araw? Or makakamit ba natin or ma-achieve ba natin kung ano yung gusto nating ma-achieve na goal sa araw-araw? Or hindi na lang sa araw-araw, kumbaga in the future, kung meron ng mga robots, sa tingin nyo ba is makukuha natin yung future na gusto natin? Yung para bang lahat na lang sasabihin mo, iutos mo na lang dun sa robot, or lahat na lang is kukunin mo from technology or gagamit ka ng technology. Alam natin na malaking tulong tong technology, but sana matuto rin tayo na kumilos ng sarili natin, ng paghirapan natin yung kung anumang bagay na gusto nating makamit. So, that's all for today. Sana may mga natutunan kayo sa mga diniscuss ko ngayon, and sana hindi kayo naguluhan. And thank you for watching my vlog. And sa ulitin, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.